All right, so here's more stuff that I know. I was at work. I wasn't able to get to this sooner, but I'm here now, and that's all that matters. And today we're going to be talking about the new trailer for Candyman, which I have been waiting for, along with a few other horror movies that are coming out later this year. This movie's coming out in August. I thought it was coming out in September. I guess the date got moved up, so I'm excited to see this film in all its beauty. I am a huge fan of the original film. I like the second one as like a fun slasher. Third one can go fuck itself. But the first one, of course, is a classic in horror. You know, made by Clive Barker. One of the most iconic slashers ever. Gave us one of the best actors ever. So I really love the first. I really love the original movie, and I've been really dying to see the new movie. Not dying in the literal sense, like you're gonna see some white folk dying in this movie. Anyway, so yeah, it's always fun when the moment and I talked about this in the original trailer when I had you guys remember when I was on Vlare for a hot minute? Yeah, that was fun, but when I talked about the original trailer, I literally was like, when I was watching that scene of the five girls doing the Candyman chant in the mirror, I was like, so white people are still dumb. That's nice to know. Yeah. Anyway, so this movie, I'm actually going to talk about something because let's talk about this right out the gate. I'm confused. I'm really excited, but at the same time, I'm confused as to what is going on. Because initially it was said this was supposed to be a sequel. And Jordan Peele said this was like a sequel to it. But the weird thing is that what they're doing is basically, they tell us an origin of Candyman that's not even close to the original. Because, this Candyman was a guy living in Cabrini Green who was giving out candy to kids, and one of them was called Razor Blades. Cops came and murdered him, and they shadow that in the original Shadow Puppetry trailer, which, if you guys haven't seen, that came out last year. If you didn't see the Shadow Puppet trailer for the movie, you go back, it still hits different. It hits hard. That one, hats off, that one really hit hard. Playing the original Philip Glass theme, it was really good. But yeah, they basically say this version of Candyman came from it was a guy with a hook for a hand who gave out candy, and I'm like, wait, that's not how it went. And then and here's where it gets, and you may be thinking, oh well, it's a remake, of course it's going to be weird. Here's where it gets really crazy, because the main character is supposed to be Anthony. It's Anthony, the kid from the original 90s film. And we clearly see the same actress playing his mom, who was Anthony's mom in the original film. So it's, what? And also, in the trailer, they do allude to Daniel Robitaille's origin. The Daniel Robitaille Candyman's origin. So I'm confused what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. We've got one origin of Candyman, but at the same time we have the same origin for Candyman. I'm trying my best not to say that 5 times in a row. Yes, I am that, superstitious, there's the word. So, we've got Robitaille's origin, and then we have this new guy's origin, and you have Robitaille's origin seen in the trailer. And they even reference it. I think you even hear, I'm pretty sure I even heard Tony Todd's voice in here. And again, the character of Anthony, that's the same Anthony, the baby, that Helen saved in the original film. So why are we doing 2 different origins here? I have no idea. To quote from Hogan's Hero, I know nothing! I don't know what's going on. And that's not a bad thing, because one person posed that there's going to be multiple Candyman or Candymen. Basically, what it is that the legend is thriving in different ways. Like, you know how you always tell a legend in one way, but then another person will like tweak it or have their own spins on their legend. That's what one person said. Like, this is what it's probably going to be with the multiple Candymen. And I was like, that actually makes sense. Like, because the whole point of Candyman is that he's an urban legend who keeps his legend alive via, via people believing in that legend. And most of the time, legends change over the decades. You know, legends always like have like kernels of truth to them, but they're also, you know, there's variations. Like, you know, one person has the story of let's say Bunny Man. For those who don't know who Bunny Man is, Bunny Man was apparently a mentally like this guy who escaped an insane asylum, put on a bunny costume, and like lives in under a bridge somewhere in, I think, Connecticut. And there's different variations of that legend. Like, again, with the Goat Man and like several like tall tales and, you know, stories and whatnot. And that's the whole point of Candyman. Is that, you know, they even said in the first movie, like, everyone hears, like, urban legends and myths in different ways. And maybe that's how how Candyman's kind of, like, navigated all these years. Like, he's just and again, that's how he stays alive. That's his big thing, is that as long as people believe in him, then he never dies. So maybe what's going on if we're doing the multiple Candymen storyline is that legend is the original Candyman, you know, robotized legend is being kept alive and just being updated through these other people, like avatars. You know, kind of like how Helen was at the end of the first movie. So yeah, it's kind of like, you know, like different avatars that Candyman like uses like puppets on strings or works his will through. So maybe this guy from this factory worker, Cabrini Green, is part of that myth. And now Anthony is being thrown in to be the new, like, avatar for the original Candyman. This is all speculation, by the way. That's really all it is right now, is that it's all really kind of speculation, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. So that's really kind of where I'm standing right now, is that it's we still have Daniel Robitaille, Candyman, but these other Candymen have been basically like avatars, or, you know, he's working his will through them. And it could be the same with Helen. Like, that could have been like the definitive new thing with Helen, is that at one point Helen was used by Candyman when he was gone, and yeah. Because remember, at the end, she still used his hook to kill her ex-husband at the end of the movie. So they were kind of like, yeah, it wasn't the exact end of the congregation, it was just a new form of it. So yeah, technically Candyman, you can make this argument that he still lived at the end of the movie. So maybe with Cabrini Green gone, because remember, in real life, that place got torn down. So maybe now there's no more Helen with that legend gone, so now Candyman needs like a new avatar to work through, and there'll be like a new legend or something of that degree. So, and again, anyway, I know it's racking my brain too. If you're confused yet, so am I. I do know that I am really looking forward to see how this plays out in Boots to Reboots over on Maniacal Cinephile. If you guys haven't seen that channel, if you're a horror fan, really go check out that channel. The Boots to Reboots videos are really fun. Anyway, so, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of the second trailer for Candyman? Are you guys excited? Are you guys confused like me? And how do you explain all this? So, just, once again, hope you all enjoyed this. Don't say his name 5 times in the mirror. And, once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.